Hello everyone, my name is Trooper and welcome back to another video. Today I'm showing you guys how to install LSPDFR into your GTA 5 for the first time. This is an updated guide for 2022, but do not worry if you guys do have a newer version of LSPDFR than the one we're using in this video. It will still work the exact same way, but I do like to do an updated 2022 version since some mods do become outdated and some mods do release different updates, which different ways of installing them, stuff like that. But for LSPDFR and their main plugins I'm showing you guys how to install today, they haven't changed for years and they're not going to change at all in the next upcoming year. So do not worry, if you are on a newer version, it will work the exact same way. But the first thing you guys are going to want to do is find your GTA 5 main directory. So there are a couple of ways of doing this. You're going to have your file explorer, and inside of here, as per usual, will be your game files. For those guys on Epic Games or Rockstar Games, your GTA 5 main directory, since I do not have the game on those, is going to be down in the description below. It's going to be a file directory link. So that'll be basically the things up here. So if you aren't familiar with that, say if I went into a couple of files over here, then it will look something like this. So the name of the file, then an arrow, then the name of the file, then an arrow, and so on until it ends on the folder where your GTA 5 is in. So just follow the names of the folders and you should get there successfully. But for those guys on Steam, there are two ways of doing it, and I'm going to show you guys the simplest and easiest way so you do not get overcomplicated with your first time doing this. So to find this, all you guys are going to want to do is open up your Steam, go to your Steam library and then into collection, and then go to your GTA 5, go to the little settings icon, go to manage, and then browse local files. And this will take you straight to your GTA 5 main directory. This is already my modded version, so this is why it looks completely different. This is what your game will look like after a couple of videos in this series of showing you guys how to install LSPDFR. But this is exactly what your game files will look like right now. So all you guys got to do to make this into what we had over here is, as per usual, this is something you guys will not know, but you will get to know it, is you always need to make a clean GTA 5 main directory. So as you guys can see here, I have two. That's because this is my modded one, and this is my clean one. So if anything went wrong, or I wanted to play GTA 5 online, because you cannot play with any of the mods, you need to make sure you have a clean version. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to make another one. Pretend this one doesn't exist for now. So I'm going to just change this to V, so this doesn't look like GTA 5, so it doesn't confuse you. But right here, this is what you'll have from the beginning. And all you guys are going to want to do is going to want to right click on this, and then you're going to want to copy it. For some reason, copy isn't on the new Windows 11. So I'm literally going to just Control C and then Control V. And then it should start copying over your GTA 5. If you do need to make a little bit of room, be sure to do that and do not skip out on this step. It is essential to make sure you guys can play GTA 5 online. Because if you try to go on, it will boot you off, or you'll get banned, or it just won't let you on there altogether. So be sure to do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back to once this is finished copying over. Okay, so once your GTA 5 is finished copying over, all you guys are going to want to do is make an additional folder. This time we're going to call it mods. And then in here, we're going to grab our update and our x64 folders, and we're going to copy and paste them into the mods folder. I know, yet again, we got to copy and paste some stuff, and it is still relatively big, about 67 gigabytes. It shouldn't take near as long as obviously copying over the whole last game, but it is an essential thing to do. Yes, you can mod GTA 5 without a mods folder. You can also mod it without making a second copy of the game, but trust me, this is such a necessity when it comes to modding it, and you always make sure you need to do this. Or we always need to make sure you do this even, because honestly, if you mess up something and you have a mods folder, it is a complete lifesaver, because you can go back inside the game files, grab the file that you messed up and just drag and drop it back in just like that and copy and paste it. So it makes life so much easier. And if you mess up without a mods folder, then you're pretty much screwed and you have to copy and paste your whole game over again, which is extremely annoying. So be sure to not skip this step. But I'm going to cut back to once this is finished doing its thing. Okay, so once your mods folder has finished copying over, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go over back to your main directory where all your different game files are, and grab your clean GTA 5 copy and rename this to clean. Grab your modded GTA 5 copy and rename this to just Grand Theft Auto V. This is because when you launch the game, it will detect the first file called Grand Theft Auto V, and it will use that file. So whenever you want to play clean version of GTA 5 just on online or with no mods, you need to make sure that it is renamed to Grand Theft Auto V, and your other one is renamed to Grand Theft Auto 5 Mods, and you can switch that around whenever you see fit. But now the first thing you guys want to do when it comes to modding GTA 5, yes, we're at that stage already. All you guys need to do is click the first download link down in the description below. And that's going to bring you guys right here to LSPD First Response, or LSPDFR. Then all you guys are going to want to do to install this is go over to download this file, agree and download, and then install the manual install. Do not install the automatic exe setup. That's not what you think it is. Never bother with that. Always install the manual one. And really, after you've done it a few times, it's very easy to remember how to do it, and it's pretty straightforward. But once this is done downloading, this is really small. Most of the mods in this video are going to be really small. Pretty much all of them actually. Should take just a matter of seconds to install, which is really nice to do, especially when modding GTA 5, because you don't have to wait to install these mods. But once this is done, I'm going to cut back so we can carry on with the video. Okay, so once your download is done, open it on up. If you do not have anything to open a zip folder up with, you are going to need to download WinRAR or 7-zip. That's pretty straightforward. It's literally just running an exe. It's nothing to do with GTA 5 though, so do make sure you have those installed when it comes to modding GTA 5. You can literally use any unzipping file, so 7-zip, WinZip, WinRAR, all those different ones. I should probably use 7-zip. For some reason, sometimes GTA 5 mods don't like that, so I tend to just go with WinRAR, but either one works. But once you've got your mod, literally all you guys are going to want to do is simple as this, is grab all of these files and control and deselect licenses and just drag the rest on into your game. And then it should move them all over into your game files pretty simply and easily. There's literally nothing you need to do from here when it comes to installing LSPDFR. And just like that, you are now technically ready to go. You can launch up LSPDFR and you can get playing as a police officer. But there are a couple of things I do want to show you guys that you need to install pretty much to install other mods to GTA 5 is clicking the next download link down in the description below, which will bring you guys right here to ScriptHookV, and click download, save it again. This one's another WinRAR zip folder. Pretty much all GTA 5 mods are. This one's even smaller, so it doesn't take any time at all. Open it on up, double click inside of bin, and here will be a couple of files, or 3 files. For this, all you guys are going to want to do is select them all and control and left click native trainer. We do not need that, and drag and drop this into your game. And that's done. And then for your last mod of the video, all you guys want to do is click the next download link down in the description below. That'll bring you guys right here to a trainer. A trainer is a menu, kind of like GTA 5 Online mod menus, although I do not endorse those. This will not work in GTA 5 Online, so do not try to do this. This is only for story mode, which is completely legal and is completely allowed in GTA 5 story mode. So to install this, hit download, download again, and yet again, save your WinZip file. Open it on up. And this is pretty much the exact same thing. Grab all of these files here, the asi.ini, and drag and drop it into your game. And just like that, we are ready to launch into your game, and we are ready to install a bunch of other mods in the upcoming videos. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications so you guys can keep up to date with this updated 2022 playlist. But do not worry, I am now going to show you guys how to get in game. There is one precaution I'm going to show you guys that you should take when launching up the game, is turning off your virus and threat protection real-time scanning, and making sure you turn it back on after you are done with playing the game. So turn this off. This will not turn off your firewall, so no one can hack you whilst you've got it turned off. This is only useful when it comes to downloading files. So open up your Windows protection or whatever protection you're using and turn off real-time protection. It's gone a little bit of a black screen here because it's like a private thing, so it kind of goes black. But turn this off right here. And now you can launch up your game and you can turn it back on once you're done. But basically, sometimes it detects Rage Plugin Hook as an unknown.exe, so it kind of stops it from launching. So make sure you guys do turn that off, otherwise you'll get an error message. But double click on Rage Plugin Hook.exe. It's going to give you a little disclaimer. You can read it if you want to. It's nothing really too important. This is going to be backing up your game version. So if GTA 5 does update, which it tends to do so, it pretty much breaks all the mods. But I will always keep up to date on how to revert back. This is kind of a step to reverting back. This does not always work. Most of the time, just reverting back through Rage Plugin Hook does not work. But actually, the last update it did, which is pretty useful. But just hit yes, and it'll save you a backup of your game files, and it'll add another file to your GTA main directory. Shouldn't really take too long whatsoever. There you go, all done. And it will now open up another little Rage plugin hook screen in a couple of seconds. From here, you're going to want to change this 1 to 60,000. This is your plugin timeout threshold, so that's how many seconds it has to load in plugins before it terminates them and crashes the game. This is plenty enough, and this gives them all enough time. It's also the max amount of time you can give them. Here is your plugins. As we go through this series and playlist, you will get more plugins to launch through here. And whenever you need to launch them, go into your Rage plugin hook settings menu and just make sure they're all ticked, and then go to load all plugins on startup. There's nothing we need to do in advanced settings or game settings, and now we can just hit save and launch. Hit OK, and it should now launch your game through Steam or Rockstar Game or Epic Games, whatever version you are using. Should give it a couple of seconds, and it should pop up with the little Rockstar menu just as it would if you were starting the game through your normal game launcher. There you go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back to once we are in game. I'm going to show you guys how to get on duty. Okay, so once you guys are inside of your game, what you guys want to do is hit escape and go to LSPDFR, which is a new tab since we have the LSPDFR mod successfully installed. Go to character and then click go to nearest police station. Do not worry, we are not going to be playing as a police officer as Michael. We are going to make a new character inside of the police station, which is pretty exciting. And especially when I first started LSPDFR a long time ago, it was something that was completely new to me. And before I had a PC, I always wanted to do something like this. And it was kind of like a dream come true. It was very, very cool. But once you're inside the police station, what you guys want to do is click go on duty, and it will automatically give you a little notification telling you cannot play as Michael and you need to select a new LSPDFR character. So the way this works is it works off the GTA 5 online character selection menu, just in a kind of slightly different place inside the police station. It's pretty simple. Obviously you can select different genders and stuff like that. So normally I just go back and forth until there's some male that I can work with. He'll do. And later on in the series, I'm going to show you guys how to install custom EUP, which is emergency uniform, uniforms pretty much is how it is. And you can get really cool bulletproof vests and really cool clothes with that. And you can also make a character a lot easier through here. So this necessarily doesn't matter if you are going to be following this tutorial series all the way through. So I just go with something that looks decent for now. I normally put most things on the standard that comes with GTA 5. Give the guy a little bit of a beard, because why not? I'll do. We'll change the color of the hair. If you want to change the color of the hair, you can. It basically says all your commands right here to change the color of your stuff. So you can do page up and page down if you wanted to change the color of the hair. And that's pretty much it. I don't think we have anything else. We'll keep the eye color green. And then for the features, it's pretty much identical. I just normally put everything on standard, because then the guys don't look too crazy. And just like that. And then for heritage, you can kind of mess around with it if you want. I tend not to bother. And then you can go to your appearance. Yeah, again, if you're not happy with something. But pretty much just hit save and continue. Name your guy. I'm going to name my guy Highway Trooper. Missing the T. There you go. And use. You cannot change the date of birth of the guy. So once I got a guy who was like 16, which is kind of interesting, but it doesn't really make a difference on what you do in the game. But just like that, you can now go on duty. You can go into your police locker, put on your standard uniform. These uniforms do look pretty dead in my opinion, which is why we have the EUP mod. So be sure to stay tuned for when we're installing that. It'll be a couple of videos in through the episode, and I am planning to hopefully release them every day or once every 2 days. So definitely make sure you tune in for that one, because it does make a big difference. But the next video I'll be showing you guys how to install, I believe it's how to install vehicles. If not, it's probably how to install plugins. So be sure to keep up to date with that. And by vehicles, I mean real life vehicles like a Chevy Tahoe or a Ford Pursuit and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And that is when your GTA 5 LSPDFR will really start coming together. And I will also be making a separate series, which is how to start making LSPDFR YouTube videos and recording and what I use to record, kind of like an LSPDFR YouTuber guide. since somehow I got to the position that I'm in right now, and I'm actually successful in a way, which is really, really cool. And thank you guys very, very much for giving me that opportunity. Here you can go into advanced customization though, and you can choose different components. I tend not to mess around with that at all. Hit confirm. Go into your police garage. This is going to be your standard GTA 5 police vehicles. This mod does not add any from standard. So the coolest one in my opinion, I kind of like the Park Ranger vehicle. That's pretty cool. You can go in the unmarked Buffalo and the unmarked Ranger. We'll hop into the unmarked Buffalo because why not? You can add components here, extras and stuff like that. And you can also go into modifications. You can add whatever the hell you want through there. But I'm going to hit save and continue. And we can head out on to patrol for the first time. So you can turn on your sirens and everything pretty easily with E. And that's pretty simple. If you're using controller, let me get my controller plugged in real quick for you guys. Damn, voice cracks are crazy today. Let me get my controller plugged in for you guys. Okay then, give it a couple of seconds to recognize it. So for turning on your sirens on here, you literally just press the horn button. You can hold the horn button, and then to bring up your menu, you can hit the 2 square button on an Xbox controller, and it's pretty much the same on PS4 controllers, I believe. But Xbox controllers, I'm pretty sure, are the only ones that work with Windows. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure there's the only ones that work. But you hold down the 2 square button, you can bring up your police radio. And you can change whether I've accidentally just accepted a call out. We'll ignore that for now. But to accept a call out, you press left on D-pad. And you can change what action you do when you're using the police radio. So you can go to your shoulder, your chest, earpiece, or you can use the handheld radio, which is pretty cool. This is where you change if you're available for calls, so if you want to get call outs or not. Here you can request a call out. Just like that, we got a robbery in progress. Here you can request record checks. So you can put in a ped's name. And you can close nearby roads. But all of this gets changed when we install mods in the next video for plugins, which is pretty cool, and it makes it way, way easier, and it just really enhances the game a lot. And then through here, you can turn on your engine on and off, turn on your lights, open whatever door you want. Emergency signals, you can put lights only on, which you can't normally do. Turn your police car radio on and off, which is obviously like Los Santos Rock radio and stuff like that. This is your inventory. You can equip a ballistic shield if you get outside the car. This is pretty cool. And you can also have a gun and aim it to the side, which is awesome. You can remove it, and you can also place evidence markers like this, which is also very, very cool. It's just a new thing actually as of recently. Here are your actions, so you can do intimidate, accidentally get into the back of the car there. Some key bindings do conflict, but most of them do not. You can change the actions, so you can do intimidate with putting your hand on the holster. You can flash a badge, which is also pretty cool. And here's your dialogue. That's just saying stuff. This is your player mood, which is pretty much the same thing you have in normal GTA 5 online menus. And that's it through here. And then for pulling someone over in a vehicle, to do that, all you guys are going to need to do is, if you are unsure of the key bindings, is go to your LSPDFR tab and go to key bindings. And this will show you all your different key bindings, which is pretty useful. It means I don't have to go through every single one. But to start a traffic stop, you hit A on controller. So we're going to go ahead and do that on this car right here. So hit A. It's going to say you can order a blip vehicle to stop by activating your sirens behind it. So go ahead and activate your sirens. And then it will say the suspect has been notified to pull over, or just like this, they're going to run away. We're going to leave that because I don't want to have someone doing felony eluding from me. I kind of wanted to do a demonstration of just pulling someone over in general. Maybe we'll pull over this one. Hopefully this person doesn't run. I'll pull over this guy just so I can show you guys the ticket creation tool and how to run pens and stuff like that. Traffic interaction. So just hit A on the person in front of you. I'm going to change my key binding actually. You can do that by going into your key bindings, going to traffic stop start, clicking A on it, and then clicking the key you want to change it to. So obviously sometimes there are little things which kind of go over the top, and you can disable them pretty easily. For some reason, I'm pretty sure ELS, which is called Emergency Lighting Systems, I'm showing you guys how to install when we install custom vehicles. But that is what will disable your phone from coming up. But it's pretty easy to do that as well. There are a couple of mods which do that, and I will show you guys how to install all plugins, not just particular ones. And then also you can go into your trainer menu, which we installed, by pressing F3 on your keyboard. And here you can fix your vehicle, clean your vehicle mob menu. You can spawn different models. You can change how your character looks. And you can also put never wanted on if you want to go into the airport or whatever. Fast run, add max armor, add more money to your GTA story mode character even. And you can also do a bunch of other stuff like teleporting and changing the weather and time, which is also very, very useful for doing videos and stuff like that. Which is really, really useful actually. And here you can change it to afternoon, evening, and night. So yeah, that is pretty much as it comes with LSPDFR. Hope you guys did find this video useful. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below what you guys want to see next. And be sure to stay tuned for the playlist coming up. I do apologize for my voice cracks I had in the video. My voice is pretty, my throat is pretty sore, and I've got a little bit of a cold coming. So I do apologize for that, but I hope you guys did find this video useful, as I said a minute ago. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, and goodbye.